One of the legendary food that is always popular among all levels of Indonesian society is bakso. Bakso are basically Indonesian meatballs. In Sumenep itself, according to the data from the Department of Agriculture and Food Security, there are at least 75 bakso sellers with approximately 65% of bakso sold each day. Sadly, the public enthusiasm for bakso is often exploited by vendors of this food. One of the dirty methods that they usually use is substitute beef, chicken, or goat meat with rat meat. This tragic issue is reinforced by an interview with bakso maker that said there are 55% from her customers mix their bakso with rat meat.
This situation can cause concern among the public. Firstly, rat meat can carry various bacteria and diseases such as Listeriosis, Salmonellosis, Leptospirosis, and so forth. Then, this situation can become a crucial issue for Muslims because the meat of this animal is haram. However, to detect the presence of rat meat in meatballs, it still requires adequate technology and human research. Previous research and have been proven to be trainable to identify volatile organic compound or VOC cancer cells in rat urine. On the other hand, every food has VOC, so both theories can be combined to create a new biosensor for rat meatballs. Based on the previous explanation, we are proud to present our research titled Detection of Rat Meatball from Sumenep ants as biodetectors of volatile organic compounds or VOC rat meatballs utilizing Pavlov's theory using the JCMS method.
The objective of this research are to determine the effectiveness of ants as a detection tool for rat meatballs and to identify the most effective ant species in detecting VOCs of rat meatballs.
Next is the discussion of the research method. The following is the flowchart of our research method. This research was conducted from June 2023 to January 2024, starting from the design of the proposal to the final report. First, preparation of ants and rat meatballs is carried out. Several types of ants with various species were obtained directly from several points starting from the researchers' base camp, SMA Negeri 1 Sumenep, and the researchers' house, then stored using several variations of storage to find the best method to store ant. Next, the preparation of rat meatballs is done by catching out rat using traps, then slaughtering them and chopping them up.
The next stage is classical conditioning adaptation. In this stage, each ant species is accustomed to the characteristic of rat meatball with two variations by feeding them 3 times every 2 hours and 3 times a week for a week. The first conditioning is with the addition of sugar as a stimulus, while the second and third conditioning are without sugar. After conditioning, the test begins by exposing rat meatballs to 7 different meatballs. There are rat meatballs, cheese meatballs, chicken meatballs, squid meatballs, beef meatballs, rabbit meatballs, and mushroom meatballs. The test lasts for 25 minutes with the meatball placement randomly shifted at the 15, 20, and 25 minutes to prevent ants from only approaching rat meatballs. Later, the test will be analyzed by software that's supposed to detect ants' behavior. After all the stages are completed, extraction on rat meatballs and beef meatballs is carried out for GSMS tests at the University of Brawijaya Malang Laboratory.
The entire method sequence produced several findings that will be the main topic of this discussion. First, we will discuss the pre-treatment mechanism on ants. Ants are captured with sugar bait within 10 cm radius on the ants colony. The secured ants are immediately identified by specialists with observing the body structure on ants using a microscope to analyzing the phenotype of each ant, accompanied by an expert, and then analyzed with the following data. Soon after identification, these 4 ant species are stored. However, during storage, many ants died, so researchers decided to use various containers. Version 4 is the best result because each ant has different characteristics and the storage of ants adjusts to the characteristic of the ants themselves.
Next is the discussion of conditioning. Conditioning per day and per hour giving result in similar outcomes. is shown in the graph. The graph shows the number of ants that can survive during conditioning. This is correlating with ant capability. Referring to the obtained data, NB is the ant with the best result in these two variations, and daily variation tend to have the lower results. In conclusion, hourly variations are more efficient for use. Testing on ants with this hourly conditioning will be carried out. During conditioning, it was found that ants tend to favor one type of meatball. Ant A tends to approach cheese meatballs with 0 times approaching rat meatballs, and B tends to approach rat meatballs with an accumulation of 10 times approaching rat meatballs. And NC does not tend to approach rat meatballs, doing so only 2 times. The same number means ants remain on rat meatballs. Based on the tree graph, it is concluded that ant B has the best memory, as seen in the 15 and 20-minute graphs, where ant B has the highest number of approaches to rat meatballs.
Based on the graph of the GCMS test result, it can be seen that the compound capable of researching the highest peaks differ in each sample. The highest peaks in the rat meatball sample before heating are shown on the slide, while in the after heating process variation did not appear as the highest peaks. The VOC compound with the best VIP value is the compound that capable of distinguishing it from the other sample. If this compound is present in a meatball and detected by ants, the ants can differentiate between one type of meatball and other. By discerning the VOC compound, they can detect from each type of meatball.
The GCMS test result showed that there is specific VOC present in rat meatballs. Conditioning the ants has proven to detect VOCs from rat meatballs, with the best result from NB at the 10-minute mark, the optimal time. The utilization of ant conditioning is expected to be further developed, especially as a biodetector. Additionally, researchers hope that future research can be conducted to explore the utilization of ants as VOC compound detectors. So, never underestimate something small in life, because those little things often create something big.
As John Wooden said, it's the little details are vital. Little things make big things happen. I really appreciate your really nice attention.
See you in our next enjoyable discussion.